Hello, listeners, and a welcome to Listen and Learn. I am Sarah, and today we begin a profound journey together, a journey to build confidence and become fluent in speaking English. You might be thinking, can I actually do this? What if I make mistakes? Will people laugh at me? Such doubts often block our progress. But let me assure you, each one of you can do this. What you need is consistent effort, clear intention, and patience. In today's session, I will walk you through 4 major sections. First, we'll explore what confidence truly means. Second, why speaking English is so critically important. Third, effective strategies you can use. And finally, a structured plan and a pledge you will make to yourself. Confidence is the inner strength that helps you to overcome fear. When you believe in yourself, your voice, tone, and flow will naturally become more comfortable. Often, the greatest obstacle is the fear of making mistakes. Many hesitate to speak English because they imagine their errors will be judged or ridiculed. But mistakes are a part of learning. Through them, we understand where we need improvement. Once you take that courageous step and start speaking, your true progress begins. From now on, let's journey together in this progression. We start with the foundation, understanding confidence itself, and then gradually build your path toward fluent, confident English. So let's dive into the first part. What is confidence? And why is it so essential? Confidence, its nature and importance. Confidence is more than just a word. It is a compass that guides your inner world. It does not mean that you never make mistakes. Rather, it means that even if you make mistakes, you learn and grow from them. As a professor, over the years, I have seen many brilliant minds freeze when asked to speak in English. The silence arises not from lack of knowledge, but from fear of judgment. That silence too often becomes a wall blocking their growth. Confidence begins in the mind. If every morning you tell yourself, I can do this, I will try, gradually your mindset shifts. When you make an error during a practice or exam, instead of feeling defeated, say to yourself, this is an opportunity to improve. In this way, mistakes become stepping stones, not stumbling stones. In learning English, mistakes are inevitable. They reveal your weak areas and they point the road ahead, where to practice more, where to focus. Moreover, confidence and speaking English have a deep connection. If you never try, you never grow. If in your listening, reading, thinking, you constantly tell yourself, I will speak English, sooner or later you will cross into active speaking. Start softly, make mistakes, but don't retreat. Each time you speak, even a few sentences, your confidence builds. Also, confidence transcends language. In life, when you decide, I will try, many challenges feel manageable. In your English journey, confidence helps you dismantle mental barriers. You speak, you express, you move forward. In time, the fear of speaking English diminishes. In short, confidence is a roadmap to possibility. With even a glimmer of confidence, you take the first step, then the next. Gradually, you become stronger. The fear that shadows your speech will fade, replaced by courage and fluency.
English today is not just a language, it is a bridge across borders, a key to global communication. In fields like education, work, business, research, and technology, English often acts as the default medium. It's not merely knowing vocabulary or grammar. It's about opening doors to opportunities, connections, and a broader world. If you can speak English confidently, your ideas, dreams, and voice can reach beyond your local surroundings. But it is not enough to just speak. The real power lies in speaking clearly, correctly, and confidently. When you can articulate your thoughts in English, you present yourself confidently in meetings, interviews, presentations, and cross cultural conversations. You step into a global identity. You can pursue education abroad, study online courses from top universities, communicate with people worldwide, thereby expanding your horizons, culture, and knowledge. A person who cannot speak English may miss out on countless learning resources, research papers, online lectures, articles, global communities, but someone who speaks, they grasp those opportunities. In today's era, many platforms, courses, and knowledge sources are in English. Those who can speak and understand English can tap into this vast resource pool. Speaking English also builds your confidence in self expression. When you are not afraid to speak, you can participate in seminars, debates, public speaking, even casual chats with foreigners without hesitation. Your voice becomes valuable. People begin to listen. Furthermore, through English, you can share your unique ideas, emotions, and stories on a global stage. You can write blogs, make videos, present to an international audience. On Listen and Learn, for instance, you can use English as a powerful tool to reach and affect more people. However, you might ask, once I understand its importance, how do I begin? How do I keep improving? That is the real question. In the next section, I will present actionable strategies and practice techniques which, step by step, will strengthen your confidence in speaking English. Now, we step into the most practical and action oriented part: strategies, a detailed practice plan, and your commitment. Here are 5 essential strategies you can adopt immediately, followed by a 4-week plan and a pledge to yourself. Strategy 1: build a daily speaking habit. Begin with 5 to 10 minutes of speaking in English every single day. This can include reading a short passage aloud, describing your day in English, recording your thoughts, or giving yourself a mini talk. You might fumble at first. That's entirely natural. But over time, as you persist, your clarity and fluency will improve. Strategy 2: listening and shadowing. Choose speeches, podcasts, or talks by fluent English speakers, TED Talks, lectures, interviews. Pay attention to their pronunciation, intonation, pace, and stress. Then shadow them. Repeat after them sentence by sentence, mimicking their rhythm. This technique helps internalize natural speech patterns. Strategy 3: mentor or language partner. If possible, find someone, a mentor or peer, with whom you can practice English conversation regularly. Aim for at least 1 to 2 hours per week. Let them correct your errors. Feedback is precious. Over time, as you speak more, you'll notice fewer hesitation moments and more confidence. Strategy 4, use quality learning resources. Adopt reliable courses, mobile apps, dialogues, conversation guides, and podcasts. Read articles, stories, transcripts, and gradually expand vocabulary and sentence structures. Use an English to English dictionary or reliable online references instead of relying solely on translation. This exposure helps your thinking shift into English. Strategy 5, patience and self reflection. Improvement is a gradual process, it doesn't happen overnight. Celebrate small wins. When you err, don't get discouraged. Analyze, learn, and move on. Periodically, listen to earlier recordings and compare. You'll be amazed at your progress. That self awareness fosters confidence. Practice plan 4 weeks. Week 1, speak English 5 minutes daily. Record yourself. Week 2, listen to a TED Talk or English speech and shadow 2 to 3 sentences each day. Week 3, engage in conversational practice. Talk with a partner or mentor 10 to 15 minutes several times. Week 4, prepare a short speech in English, record it, and compare it with previous recordings to note improvement. Pledge, commit to action. Make a decision today. From this day forward, I will speak in English. I may make mistakes, but I will never stop. Begin with just 5 minutes a day. After 4 weeks, listen to your recorded speeches and reflect. You'll be amazed at how much you've grown. On Listen and Learn, I commit to being by your side, sharing success stories, addressing challenges, and encouraging you every step of the way. Remember, confidence plus consistent practice equals the freedom to speak English fluently. Start today. You have everything it takes. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again in our next session on Listen and Learn.